Question 16. What are the Cdma identities? Answer: network identities, SID, system identity, NIR, network identity, mobile station identities, ESN, electronic serial number, permuted ESN, IMSI, international mobile station identity, IMSI_S, IMSI_11_12, station class mark. Question 17. What is permuted ESN? Answer: Cdma is a spread spectrum technique where multiple users to access the system at the same example in a cell, and of course on the same frequency, therefore discriminate the users on the reverse link, i.e. information from MS to the base station. It spreads information using codes that are unique to the mobile station in all the Cdma cellular systems. This code has an element that is the ESN, but it doesn't use the ESN in the same format. Instead, it uses an ESN swapped. Question 18. What is the function of IMSI? Answer: the mobile stations are identified by the identity of the International Mobile Station (IMSI). The IMSI consists of up to 10 tons, 15 numerical characters 0 to 9. The first 3 digits of the IMSI is the country code of the mobile (MCC). The remaining digits are the national NMSI mobile station identity. The NMSI consists of the mobile network code (MNC) and the mobile station identification number (SIDS). An IMSI is 15 digits in length is called a class 0 IMSI. NMSI is the 12 digits in length. IMSI, which is less than 15 digits in length, is a class called IMSI. NMSI, the length is less than 12 counts. For Cdma operation, the same IMSI may be registered in multiple mobile stations. Individual systems may or may not allow these capabilities. The management of these functions is a function of the base station and the system operator. Question 19. What is FDD and what are the frequencies it uses? Answer: frequency division duplex is one of the multiple access methods in wireless technology. It uses following frequency bands: minus uplink 1920 MHz, 1980 MHz and downlink 2110 MHz, 2170 MHz. Question 20. What is TDD and what are the frequencies it uses? Answer: TDD is time division duplex, a duplex method by which the uplink and the downlink transmissions are carried over the same frequency using synchronized time intervals. The carrier uses a 5 MHz band. Although there is a low chip rate solution under study by the 3GPP 1.28 MCPs, the available frequency bands for TDD will be 1900 to 1920 MHz and 2010 to 2025 MHz. Question 21. What is FDMA? Answer: frequency division multiple access is one of the most common analog multiple access methods. The frequency band is divided into channels of equal bandwidth so that each conversation is carried on at different frequency. Guard bands are used between the adjacent signal spectra to minimize crosstalk between the channels. Question 22. What are the advantages of FDMA? Answer: in FDMA, when the channel is not used, it is the channel bandwidth, while rest simply is relatively narrow 30 kHz, known as system narrow band. Little or no equalization is needed. For broadcasting, time symbols are suitable analog links. Framing for FDMA or synchronization bits are not needed for the tight filter streaming. It is required to minimize the combined interference of FDD. Question 23. What are the disadvantages of FDMA? Answer: it does not differ significantly from analog systems. Improving the capacity depends on the signal-to-interference reduction, or a signal-to-noise ratio (SNR). The maximum flow rate per channel is fixed and small. Guard bands lead to a waste of capacity. Hardware implies narrow band filters, which cannot be realized in VLSI and therefore increases the cost. Question 24. What is TDMA? Answer: time division multiple access. TDMA is a complex technology because it requires a very accurate synchronization between the transmitter and the receiver. The TDMA is used in digital mobile radio systems. The individual mobile stations are assigned cyclically a frequency for exclusive use for the duration of a time interval. Question 25. What are the advantages of TDMA? Answer. It permits flexible rates, i.e., several slots can be assigned to a user. For example, each time interval translates 32 kbps. A user is assigned to 64 kbps slots per frame. It can withstand gusty or variable bitrate traffic. Number of slots allocated to a user can be changed frame by frame. For example, 2 slots of the frame 1, frame 2 of the 3 slots, 1 slot in the frame 3, frame 0 of the notches 4, etc. No guard bands required for the wideband system. No narrow band filters required for the wideband system. Question 26. What are the disadvantages of TDMA? Answer. The high data rates of broadband systems require complex equalization. Due to the burst mode, a large number of additional bits for synchronization and supervision are needed. Call time is needed in each slot to accommodate time to inaccuracies due to clock instability. Electronics operating at high bit rates increase energy consumption. Complex signal processing is required to synchronize within short slot. Question 27. What is CDMA? Explain. Answer. Code division multiple access system is very different from time and frequency multiplexing. In this system, a user has access to the whole bandwidth for the entire duration. The basic principle is that different CDMA codes are used to distinguish between different users. Forms generally used are direct sequence spread spectrum modulation, DSCDMA, frequency hopping or mixed CDMA detection, JDCDMA. Here, a signal is generated which extends over a wide bandwidth. A code called spreading code is used to perform this action. Using a group of codes which are orthogonal to each other, it is possible to select a signal with a given code in the presence of many other signals with different orthogonal codes. Question 28. What are the advantages of CDMA? Answer. CDMA has a soft capacity. The greater the number of codes, the more number of users. However, many codes are used SI drops and the BER bit error rate will increase for all users. CDMA requires a tight power control as it suffers from near-far effect. In other words, a user near the base station transmits the same power as a user later will round the latter signal. All signals must have more or less equal power at the receiver. Rake receivers can be used to improve signal reception. Delayed versions of time, a chip or later, of the signal. Multi-path signals can be collected and used to make decisions at the bit level. Flexible transfer may be used. Mobile base stations can switch without changing operator. 2 base stations receive mobile signal and the mobile receives from 2 base stations. Transmission burst reduces interference. Question 29. What are the disadvantages of code division multiple access? Answer. The code length must be carefully selected. A large code length can induce delay or may cause interference. Time synchronization is required. Gradual transfer increases the use of radio resources and may reduce capacity, as the sum of the power received and transmitted from a base station needs constant tight power control. This can result in several handovers. Question 30. What is spread spectrum technique? Answer. Spread spectrum is a form of wireless communications in which the frequency of the transmitted signal is deliberately varied. These results in a much greater bandwidth than the signal would have if its frequency were not varied. In other words, the transmitted signal bandwidth is greater than the minimal information bandwidth needed to successfully transmit the signal. Some function other than the information itself is being employed to determine the resultant transmitted bandwidth.